Good morning. Good morning, beauties. How are you feeling this morning, this day, whatever time it is, wherever you are? Check in with your own personal weather report and see what is happening with you in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. Your soul is good. Your soul is golden. This morning here, I was feeling a little wobbly, right? Sometimes it doesn't have an association with any particular thing. It's just the energetic weather. And there's a way that I have become a meteorologist for my own being. Because as a highly sensitive person, which I'm sure you are also, and honestly, I feel that all humans are highly sensitive creatures. Some of us in the human family have had our sensitivity talked out of us, or even very, very unfortunately hurt out of us, or traumatized out of us, and sometimes we can become hardened to our deep, deep sensitivity, right? We are miraculous creatures who have multiple layers of sensation happening at any given moment. And sometimes we have words spoken over us starting so early that we put on a triple layer of armor, right? In order to make it through. And then we forget to take the armor off. And so this morning, just in the weather patterns, as a personal meteorologist for the energetic weather, things were just feeling a little wobbly, right? And so my first recourse for that, and I'm sharing this with you because this is for you, right, was to walk outside, find a patch of sun, put a little rug down on the earth, and simply sit down on the earth and receive the energy of the sun. Okay, that is, if that's available to you. And I may have shared with you, I lived in New York City for a period of time, and I would, in a very, very, very loud, very busy part of outer Brooklyn, and I would walk to Prospect Park, and I would simply find one of those gorgeous, beautiful London plane trees, I believe they are, and sit against the trunk and find myself again amidst all of the chaos and the noise and the beauty. But always there is a way to find your way onto the earth. If it simply means there's a patch of grass somewhere near you, that you go and perhaps even in the middle of the city, take off your shoes and get your feet onto the earth and really, really take in that equalizing energy that she has to give you and me and us. Right? This is our home planet. Gaia, the earth, is not a dead rock, right? I don't even want to speak those words. This earth is a living being, and we are part of her. If you are in a body, you are part of the earth. And so she has a resonance that is on offer to help you to balance to these new energies that are pouring in. And part of that new energy that's happening right now is that the earth herself is resonating at a higher frequency. The thing called the Schumann resonance is ramping up. And so in order for us to rise into these new frequencies, right, we're not going to do it with our minds. We're not going to think about it hard enough and even talk about it or read about it in order to rise up with it and to move forward in this new growth period that we're in. It has to include our bodies because, how many times am I going to say it? Forever. I'm reminding myself and I'm sharing it with you because that seems to be something that I am coded to do, want to do, and need to do, is to express vibrationally with words a whole bunch of things, right? And one of them is, you're a miracle. You are a complex, intricate, and beautiful being. And your abilities and mine are so much more, so much bigger than you've ever been perhaps told, but you've always known that there is more, right? There's more than what meets the eye, so to speak. And right now, I imagine and actually know that you are feeling that things are changing, and very quickly, in fact, and that there is a calling to rise up into a new version of yourself. I mean, that is always the calling and always has been, but there's an intensity right now. There is an immensity right now that is very compelling. And instead of hiding or keeping the armor on or distracting yourself, right, by filling up with sugary, calorie-rich, but content empty information, experiences, food, you could be very, very curious, and I think you are, and actually see about what would really, really be the food that you might need right now, right? And I'm saying food, but also food. But we're going with the big, big vision of this. What would feed your soul and allow you to rise up and stretch and expand into this new calling that is very mysterious, but we all are feeling it. Okay? So, back to the simple. Getting yourself, inviting yourself back into your body and your embodied experience of being here is part of empowering yourself to be able to pay attention and be able to tune in and fine-tune yourself in order to receive the information that you need, you personally, to rise up to your next level of awareness, of consciousness. Okay? These are simple technologies, and they involve your body. And that would be, again, pause, breathe slowly, and even more slowly until you get to that space where you can actually listen from a deep inner place, and then embody, right? Drop down, ask yourself, hey, what do you need? Literally. What do you need right now? Ah. This morning when I was feeling, just kind of like, ooh, discombobulated, like, ugh, things I couldn't quite plug in. And I did that. What do you need? And the answer was, I need to get my body outside. It's a little cold today, right? I need to get my body outside, and I need to take a moment of stillness with some sun on my face. I'm very blessed to be able to do that. I'm acknowledging that. And, right, there is a way always to find yourself, even just open the door and stand outside for a moment. Take a breath, and then take another. And drop in. And remember yourself again. Along with everything else that is here to support you. It's a daily and sometimes moment to moment journey. And it includes huge, huge, huge levels of curiosity. Right? Invite yourself again and again to be curious. What is actually going on? How am I actually feeling? If you don't know how you are feeling, right, take some time with yourself. Don't rush, right? There's a huge rushing feeling going on right now. And yes, things are moving very quickly. There is a lot of information constantly. In order to be able to discern and to hear properly, the answer isn't to try to speed up and run alongside this freight train. It's not even a freight train, the bullet train that is moving. It is to actually slow down and get very, very, very still to the best of your abilities. You can do it very quickly. 3 minutes of that long, slow, deep breath with exhaling with that sound, ah. You can actually get yourself into a very quiet, still space. 3 minutes. I know you have 3 minutes. And then you can start to wake up your discernment. You can start noticing and tracking. Ooh, what's trying to grab my attention? What's trying to grab me away from me? How am I giving my energy away, right? I spoke about this yesterday. This is a constant refrain because this is constantly important right now. It is epically important. And you finding yourself in the midst of this, right? The eye of the storm, the inner circle of the tornado. So that you can then make choices based on an expanded version of you that is rooted and grounded in your own sovereignty. And then, here's what just came in. Find others, even one other or multiple others, right? There are healthy communities online where people are exploring things together in order to help to root themselves and each other. Or, right, in your environment, your local environment. And know that you are never alone. Even if it's hard to find a community of humans that you feel are easily accessible to you at this moment, the more you tune in and expand yourself outward vibrationally, there's a feeling of filling up that starts to happen. How do I know? Because that's what I've experienced. I can only share what I've experienced. Okay? And that grows your resonance and makes it more compelling, easier to resonate with other people and to see, right? See each other. So, find yourself in your own center. Listen to yourself tenderly and kindly, right? Take good care of yourself when you're feeling wobbly, when you're feeling off center, right? Give yourself a beautiful squeeze. Give yourself a hug, right? For real. As science has been looking at all of the compelling information about the body, because it is the most fascinating thing, the human body, incredible. Your body doesn't really register the difference between you authentically hugging yourself with love and tenderness and another person hugging you. The body registers it in the same way by right? Things become more calm, easier. Your body is responding, right, to this tender touch. So, I'm giving thanks for you, for this experience we call life on earth, for this mysterious, incredible experience that I am constantly and consistently curious about, and just for this life, this miracle. Okay, sending you so much big love, so much big love. Keep breathing, keep pausing, leaning back, establishing yourself, letting yourself embody, asking yourself simple, sweet questions like, how are you? What do you need? And then see about asking other people that too, from an honest place, when you've established yourself first, right? We're here to love. We're here to be love. I know you already know that. Okay. Big love, beauties.